Not long ago, I did a review series where I covered every DreamWorks movie. I decided to do DreamWorks because I didn't think they were as covered as the other franchises, but I've always wanted to do other ones. I actually have done this around 4 years ago. I did up to the post Renaissance era of Disney films in this kind of crappy style, and some of them did get a good amount of views from my channel at least. I wasn't really that happy with it, which is why I never continued it past. I did rank them personally for a while, but yeah, the ranking videos I wasn't a big fan of just because they're kind of vague and because I wasn't able. The main goal of this will be to talk about every. So yeah, I'm covering every single film. There's a lot of Disney movies, so this is going to take a while. The only thing I'm not covering is Pixar films because I'm going to save that for another time. We've got a lot of films to cover, that's for sure. So this series probably go on for a while, but that's good because I like these movies, alright? I like them quite a lot. This one I'm pretty excited for because we're going to see a century of animation, basically. No, it's almost a century, 1937 to 2024. That's quite a and the bad. Like, this movie is really bad right here. I'll be covering the good to some of the worst movies you're ever going to see, and to some of the best films ever made. There is more good than bad, luckily, like a lot more good than bad, but some of the bad really hurts your head. We'll start with the Golden Age, which is from 1937 and 1942, to the wartime era of 1943 to 1949, to the Silver Age of 1950 to 1967, to the Renaissance of 1989 to 1999, to the Bronze Age of 1970 to 1988, to the Post-Renaissance of 2000 to 2008, the Revival era of 2009 to 2017, to this new era, which I'm calling the sequel era, because even though there is some great original films, there's a lot of sequels, which is not very common to see with regular Disney movies. I mean, who is really asking for a Frozen 3? The fact they even made a second one is kind of weird because they had like no ideas for the second one. I don't hate the second one because the music's good, but then I'm digressing right now, ain't I? We've got a lot of films to cover, so let's just talk about the first one we'll be covering the next day. I think next day, isn't it? Which will be 1937's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. See you then. And if you want to see one of my opinions on these movies beforehand, make sure to check out the letterbox, which I have in the channel description, as well as my other rating things. So I'm always updated as soon as I watch or consume or view something, essentially. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And stay tuned for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, coming soon to a theater near you.